somebody with red hair is significant. This could be you or somebody involved. And then a foster mom is involved. This could be you or somebody else. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Spiritual core, by the way, is now in session. Okay. All right. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What else? Assigned handler. Okay. So it says here, secret society, cult, coven. All right. So somebody was assigned to you to handle you. It could be this foster mom or some type of parental figure, mother figure. All right. An aunt, a mother. All right. So handler, in this sense, they got to make sure that you stay down. They got to make sure that you're going through problems, that you're going through stress. They got to keep you in a low vibration so that the whole cult, the coven, the secret society, the religion, the organization, whatever it is, they could all siphon from your energy. Everybody's eating a little bit from your energy. Okay. It says here, yeah, you see what I'm saying? A demonic spirit is working through low vibrational friends and family. Yeah, they're all eating from your energy because they all have a demon attached in this group here. So all of them need you to stay in a low vibration. They need you to stay oppressed. They need to be able to handle you. All right. And this is something that you don't even know, you know, like this could look like somebody who acts like they care for you, like they love you, like they're checking up on you. But in reality, they're just keeping tabs on you to make sure that you're still struggling, that you're still stressed, that you're still going through bullshit. That's what they want you to be going through so they could be able to handle you. All right. So you need to be aware because Spirit is letting you know that there's a demonic spirit working through these low vibrational friends and family members of yours, ex-lovers, current lovers, whatever. Be aware, okay? Because they're on some bullshit. You cannot trust them. They have a demon attached. You cannot trust them. All right, look, you cannot make this up. Witches in your family. See what I'm saying? People in your family. We got witches and warlocks in your family. Take it how it resonates. Yep, they are a blessing blocker. That's what they're here to do. Block your blessings. Keep you stuck. Keep you in a low vibration. A side dude is significant. This keeps coming out. We had yesterday something about a side dude and a side chick, and now we got a side dude. And it says here a co-worker from somebody's current job is significant. All right. So I made another card that says your past job, your last job, and current job. This is the current job right now that you're working in. Okay. Maybe somebody has a side dude that is at their job, you know, like the work husband. All right. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What's this? Somebody has a car with tinted windows. This could be you or somebody else. All right, Spirit. Tell me more. Slept with a friend. So somebody that you know slept with a friend of yours. You need to be aware of that. Tell me more. They need you for medical bills. They're trying to use you. Look at that. Spirit is saying that this is a door that can never be reopened. Close that door and never open it again because somebody cheated on you with your homie, with your friend, your bro. Okay? Take it how it resonates. You could be seeing angel number 222. And we have here bank fraud, Wells Fargo Bank to be exact. So somebody could have Wells Fargo, or this is just confirmation that somebody's getting caught up with this bank fraud. Okay? Let me pull from another deck. Holy Spirit, talk to me about this bank fraud. Let's see what we can get with the bank fraud. What can we get from here with bank fraud? Oh. They plan to break into your home. So whoever committed bank fraud also tried to break into your home to get money. So this is somebody who's like a super scammer thief, because what the heck? Like what? Oh my God. All right. Tell me more. So somebody planned like a break-in to set you up basically. And they also is out here doing bank fraud. So that has something to do with you. All right. They could be using your name, your social security or something like that. Doing some type of identity theft, some type of fraud with your name. they hired a private investigator, or you hired a private investigator to find out about this bank fraud. And it says here a gigolo, a sex worker, but this is a male sex worker to be exact. All right, a charismatic one at that. Okay, he's very charismatic, he's very charming, but he's for the streets. Okay, so this person, you could have hired an investigator to see more into this, and that's when you found out that this person was doing this. All right, that they was planning to break into your home. All right, let's see. Tell me more, Holy Spirit, about this person here. Oh my goodness. So look, I just said that this is like a schemer, scammer supreme, okay? Because it's like, damn, they're doing bank fraud. They're trying to, I was going to say hack into your home, but they could be trying to hack your social media platforms or hack your devices. All right, we picked up on that before as well. We're going to see if that comes out. But they're trying to break into your home, and now we have here, they're also having relations with a minor. And the karmics are going to start to snitch on each other. Okay, so because again, they planned, you know, with somebody else to break in. So they're going to start snitching on each other with the bank fraud and with all this other shit. Okay, let's see. What else, Spirit? So with this right here, this person that slept with your friend, or maybe that's their friend that they slept with, whatever, they cheated. They're not loyal. But they want to use you for medical bills. I don't know if this person, you know, they're bipolar. That's the first thing that came to mind. Maybe somebody's on medication for that, and they just want to use you so you could provide for them, so that you could continue to pay for their medication and shit like that. But they're out here sleeping with other people. So it's like, no, you're not doing that. All right, so it says here, all they can do is watch. You will not be touched. Look at that. And then we have here, car crash, shooting, fight, illness, death, spells reverse. And they are now activating. So rest in peace. All right. Somebody is going to be getting into a car accident, some type of unexpected event. And this is because they're sending this energy towards you. But Spirit is saying you will not be touched. All right. All they can do is watch you be great, watch you elevate, watch you level up, watch you live your best life. All right. Watch you stay alive. You know, I'm hearing in my head, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. That song. So yeah, like they sent this energy towards you, and that shit ain't hitting you. All right. Somebody's a life path number 22. This could be you or somebody involved. Let's see what else. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. The letter H. Somebody's first name, middle name, last name has an H in it. So we have age 0 through 10. Oh my goodness. We got here this with a minor. I don't know. That's what that's giving. Age 0 through 10. That's not good. But that's a child. A minor, isn't a minor like, you know, under 18? But like maybe, you know, like a teenager. This is like a baby. So I don't know. There's something with a baby going on here. Let's see. Look, disable location tracking. So I was saying that they could be hacking your devices, you know, probably trying to figure out your location, you know. So Spirit is saying to disable your location tracking on your phone. Or if you was sharing your location with them on the iPhone, turn that shit off. All right, it says here phone records shows them at the location at the time of the crime. So look, we got phone records, we got a crime here. All right, and then we have here offshore accounts. All right, so with offshore accounts, that's given right here with the Wells Fargo. They did some type of scamming. They probably put the money in another account offshore somewhere so that maybe, you know, they don't get caught. But listen, they're getting caught. They even got phone records that show them at the location of whatever they was doing. All right, we have here phishing, or a fisher is involved, and this could also be phishing for information. Again, we got here a private investigator. So let me clarify, this is age 0 through 10, because I don't know, we don't know what that is. Let's see. Maybe you have a child that's age 0 through 10, but I want to see if this is the minor, because that's really, really crazy, and I hope this person gets locked up for this. Holy Spirit, clarify age 0 through 10. Oh my goodness. We have here an Empress. So this is someone who's pregnant. Or this is a mother. It's a mother. See how it says here motherhood? So motherhood. Okay, you know what this is giving? All right, it's not giving that, thank God. This the Hierophant in the reverse, the Hierophant in the upright is a marriage. It's traditional. It's commitment. See that? So in the reverse, somebody was, you know, getting freaky, and they wasn't, you know. This is basically like a one night stand. This is like a hookup type of card when it's in the reverse. Okay, see how it says here unconventional, you know, non-traditional. You see what I'm saying? So this karmic over here, she got pregnant from a one night stand, and now with the Knight of Swords, she's stressed out. All right, she's unable to cope. She's having sleepless nights because she got pregnant. With this card here, it says illusions, trickery, manipulation, lack of confidence. This could be that maybe she don't even know who the father is. All right, because, you know, she's stressed out over here. She was hooking up with people, you know, being promiscuous. And look, we have here the Five of Swords in the reverse. This is winning at all costs. This is being defeated, not able to win at all costs. So look what it says here too. Desire to forgive, to reconcile, making amends. Yeah, like it's given like this karmic here lied about this child's parent. This is what we got last time. What is the Nine of Swords? What got them so stressed out? We picked up on that yesterday heavy. Something about a baby not being somebody's baby. Nine of Swords. She thought that this was going to be some type of promising opportunity for her. But with the Three of Wands in the reverse, yeah, we got the Page of Pentacles. Again, there's a child here. I feel like this child was not somebody's child. Okay? She don't know who the father is. She thought that she was going to be able to lock somebody in with the Ace of Pentacles, you know, to get money. All right? This could be the one that needs you for the medical bills or some shit. Maybe the child. Maybe the child needs medical assistance and they have medical bills. Take it how it resonates. But yeah, the Devil card, this is a contract. You know, they wanted to bind you, or they wanted to bind the person, the father of this child, to them to continue to help them. But this is not their child. Page of Pentacles reversed. The child could be it could be a boy, all right, with this Page of Pentacles here, but it could be a girl. It don't matter. It's just because we got a boy and a girl here. So no, all right. The karmic is stressed out because they was trying to trap somebody with a baby so that they could continue to help them with the bills and all that shit. They basically trying to trap the one who they felt had the most stability. And now the truth is coming out about this, all right? And there's a karmic that is stressing about that. Okay, let me see what else. Is there anything we could get here with that baby energy? And then we're going to move on, Holy Spirit. The baby, age 0 through 10. Oh my God. Yeah, look, clean up. Somebody cleaning this shit up. They're not doing this family shit no more. You cannot make this up. Look at that. And we got here broke ass. Okay, the karmic is broke. Like I said, they try to pin this baby on the highest bidder, you know, the one who was getting paid the most, the one with stability, with insurance, a good job. All right, because they're broke. And now with clean up, it's like God is cleaning this shit up. Like, that's it. It's time to go, bitch. Go find the father of that child, because it's not the divine masculine. Okay, unbelievable. All right, y'all, let's move on. Okay. And look, for some of y'all, look what's given here. We got the Hierophant is giving court energy, court judgment, and then we got crying. All right, for some of y'all, this karmic with those medical bills, that could be maybe child support. You know, they try to put somebody on child support, and that's when the truth came out that they're not the father. Okay, and they crying and they stress, and now they press. Oh well, that's what they get. And look, bad reputation. Exactly, this karmic has a bad reputation. They are for the streets. Okay? They for the streets. They don't know who the daddy is. Those type of people right there, they disgust me because that irks me. Like I was saying to somebody, shout out to you, girl, if you watching. I was like, yo, I feel like in a past life, I must have been a man. And I was going through this bullshit. Because that shit irks me. Like, knowing that people be lying about the DNA of a child. And they just don't care. That's so weird to me. Like, that you just lying like that. And then you got the whole, the kid's whole family involved. Your family's involved. Like, you're hurting so many people. You're not thinking about nobody else but yourself. You dusty ass hoe. That shit irks me. Anyways, they took an oath, a verbal or written blood contract. All right. So somebody's in some type of, again, secret society, organization, cult, coven, and they cannot get out. At least they cannot get out that easily because they're stuck in that shit with that blood contract. And it says here AI, images and videos. So somebody could be, you know, with AI, maybe they're trying to pretend like you, like that's you and it's not you in some type of video or photo or something. You could sue for all of that. All right. All right. So, wow. She got an abortion and said it was a miscarriage and she has herpes now. Stay woke. Listen. Oh my God. This could be right here. The one that slept with the friend. Okay. They slept with a friend. They got an abortion. They told you that it was a miscarriage. And they ended up staying with herpes. Now they got herpes, no baby. And they got this friend here that they're sleeping with. All right. We have here an apartment complex pool. You could live in an apartment complex that has a pool. Or that's where they was getting freaky at. Maybe you was at work and she was in the apartment complex pool getting freaky with the neighbor. Oh my God. We got a teenagers involved in this. That's what I was getting with this minor. A teenager. Okay. We have here the rabbit. One of these years could be significant. Or something occurred in one of these years. Let's see what's going to happen with this person here. If they're going to end up getting locked up. Let's see. Holy Spirit, what's going on with this person doing this with this minor? What's going to be the outcome? Are they going to prison or are they just going to be living hell on earth? Because it's either one. Either if you escape prison, you're not going to escape karma. All right? Like you are going to be living hell on earth. Look, they're not going to get away with this. We have here, this is failure. Okay, so they think that they're going to be able to just do this and then just get away with it. No, they're not. Okay, this is a failure. This in the upright, it is success, it's victory. See that? Victory, progress. In the reverse, they're not going to get victory. So that's giving, give me one more on that. 6 of Wands reverse. That they're not going to get away with this. This could be prison, whatever. But I didn't get the prison card, but I'm seeing that they're not going to get away with it. With that victory in the reverse. We got the 4 of Wands. And then we have here completion. So, with the 4 of Wands, clarifying. This could be somebody in your family. Somebody from your family, from your community. We have here community. This could be family. For some of y'all, somebody you married to. Or someone that you've known, you know, from your neighborhood or something. Somebody that was like family. So with the World card, it's like completion. This cycle's closed, all right? So it's like they're not going to get away with it, is what Spirit is saying. I'm not getting any cards with prison. But with that, you know, Spirit saying that they're not going to get away with it. So like I said, if it's that they don't go to prison, they're going to be living hell on earth. Okay, they're going to be going through death and destruction, poverty, you know, STDs, bad health, everything in the book because they played themselves. All right. So I guess Spirit is just showing that to us because everybody is dealing with these characters, but they're different characters in your situation. For some of y'all, it's a pedo uncle. For some of y'all, it's a pedo aunt. For some of y'all, it's a, you know, like that, you know, take it how it resonates. It's a different character, but it's the same energy. So some of them are going to get locked up and some are not. So that's why it's just coming out that as a whole, collectively, they're not going to get away with this shit, is what Spirit is saying. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. What else, Holy Spirit? They're going to lose a court case. All right, so that's connecting with these offshore accounts and all that shit that they're doing. They're going to lose a court case. Let's see what else. Oh, let's see what fell. Hold on. Let me get it right here. Okay, so we have here a karmic Libra is significant. This could be you or somebody involved. They want to get to you before the authorities do. Oh, my goodness. They're going to lose a court case. They're not going to get to you. They're not going to do anything. All right. The way that they could be trying to get to you is through voodoo, because it says here, instead of using their gift to help others like me, I'm using my God-given gift to help others, to guide others, right? This person is doing the opposite. They're using it in sorcery. They're doing voodoo and manipulating people and all this bullshit. And that's what they're trying to do to you. They're trying to get to you before the authorities do, but in the sense that they're trying to do some type of voodoo on you, probably for you to die or some bullshit or get sick. Yeah, look, we got here dementia. Wow, they want you to forget something. That's not happening. All right, it's going right back to sender. We got karma here. Yeah, you are a healer, okay? Like, yeah, they don't want you to remember. They don't want your intuition to be spot on, all right? And it says birds of a feather flock together, guilty by association, all right? That's what they're trying to get to you, because there's a group here that's going down. We already see here that they're snitching on each other. They're going to start snitching on each other, all right? They're realizing that all they could do is watch. They cannot touch you, all right? So they're going to try to do this voodoo on you so you could forget something, and it's not going to happen. It's going to end up going right back to sender, and somebody's going to be hit with that dementia shit. All right, healer, that's you. You are a healer. Even if you don't work in the spiritual community, you know, you could heal others. You know, you could be someone who's a good listener, and that helps people heal. You could be someone who gives good advice. You went through a lot of things in life. You have a lot of wisdom. You know, you help people like that at work, people that you randomly talk to. You know, you could work at the gym. You could, you know, it's different ways that you can heal people. You don't have to be in the spiritual field. All right, and that's you. You are a healer. Your energy is healing. Your vibe is healing. All right, we have here, yeah, because you are a healer and you got this good energy, they thought that you was an easy target. They thought that you was soft. But look, now they're in this energy, the Ten of Swords. They're hitting rock bottom at this time. Yeah, they fucked around and they found out now who you are. All right, so not only are they sending spells towards you, but with this justice spell, they're doing this again so that they don't get locked up. They're doing spells on the justice system. All right, we have here somebody with a silver car is significant. This could be you or somebody else. Oh, and we have here now someone with an infinity car. So infinity came out yesterday. So we got double confirmation. Somebody with an infinity car is going to get some type of karma here. This could be the practitioner. We have here a karmic practitioner. Again, they use their gift to do evil instead of helping others. Okay, this is a karmic practitioner. That's why you got to be careful who you go to for readings and shit like that, because everybody is not divine like me. There's a lot of others that are divine. You know, I'm not the only one, but there's a lot of karmic practitioners, karmic readers out there, and you need to be careful, because a karmic reader, you know, they could give you some type of information that could be relevant, that could be helpful, but at one point you're gonna ascend. You're not gonna be on the same frequency as them anymore, and they're not gonna be able to heal you or guide you in the right direction, because they're not in the right direction. So you got to be careful who you are seeking guidance from. Okay, all right. Oh, look, more confirmation. Wow. It says here, karmic tarot readers is monitoring you. Wow. Karmic practitioner and karmic tarot reader. This is crazy. All right, you are suing everybody that's involved in whatever they did here. All right, with this court case. Tell me more, spirit. So with karmic tarot readers monitoring you, it's given like they're part of this group here, this cult, this coven. All right, they all took some type of oath. One of them is in your family, is a witch in your family, and they're all watching you. They're monitoring you with the karmic tarot reader to see, look, motorcycle accident. Yeah, they're trying to see if the voodoo is working. If you're gonna get into an accident, a motorcycle accident, dirt bike accident, car accident, just some type of accident. We have here also a fight, an illness, shooting, whatever. It's just to take you out. You see that? And it's not going to work. They're finding out, they're going to find out, if they haven't already, that the shit is going back to sender. Again, they're trying to get to you before the authorities do. Trying to get to you and unalive you or something, or make you forget something before the police start, you know, to ask questions and ask you to testify or press charges. Wow, you cannot make this up. I just said ask you to testify. Wow. Being subpoenaed to testify. You cannot make this up, yo. Like, this is what they're trying to stop. They don't want you to testify. But listen, God is in control. Okay. Ain't nobody gonna stop justice from happening. Absolutely not. Tell me more, spirit. Wow. They know they're gonna lose this court case. You're gonna testify. You're gonna press charge. You're gonna press all the charges. Like, yes, pressing all the charges, bitch. All right, a waiter is involved. This could be you or somebody else. It says here, snitching on each other for less jail time. Yo, we definitely got double confirmation of that right here. They're snitching on each other. The whole group is going down. Guilty by association. Remember, right here. Birds of a feather flock together. I just heard Heather in my head. So Heather could be significant. Birds of a feather flock to Heather. A karmic half-sister is involved. All right, let's see what else. We have here a mentor, advisor, or a role model. So yeah, you could be a spiritual advisor like me. Like I said, you're guiding, you're healing, you are a good role model. All right, and these karmics are the opposite of that. That's why they thought that you was soft, that you was an easy target because you were a nice person. But they don't know that that's your superpower, being nice. And then when you fuck around, you find out. See what I'm saying? All right, so we got the Space Force. That's significant for somebody. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Your older sister on your dad's side is involved in this. Listen, we just picked up on your half-sister, and this is what that is. This is half. So this is saying on your father's side, y'all have the same father, but not the same mother. Let's clarify that one since it's coming out so strong. Let's see. Let's pull from here. All right, Spirit, talk to me about this. Your dad's... Okay, no, this says your dad's older sister. Okay, I read it wrong, y'all. It says your dad's older sister. All right, well, we're going to clarify. I was feeling led to clarify that. The half-sister. All right, so let's see. What is this half-sister about? And then we'll clarify the older sister, all this sister energy, because I don't know, I was reading that wrong, but I could have sworn I read that like that, so maybe that spirit wanted me to clarify. So let's go ahead and do that. Talk to me about this karmic half-sister. You could have the same father, different mother, or you have the same mother, different father. Take it how it resonates. What about this whole right here, Holy Spirit? Eight of Pentacles. She's putting in that work. Okay, but it's not working with the World card in the reverse. She's not able to complete. She's not able to get this shit popping. All right, she's doing this for money. She's not getting this money. Confirmation with that shit in the reverse. Give me more on this Eight of Pentacles, Holy Spirit. Yo, you cannot make this up. I just said she's putting that work in. She's doing that work. Look at her. All types of work. Bippity bopping her little ass off over here. Thinking she's a fucking magician, a fucking scientist or some shit. All types of potions and shit. Like, what the hell? Like, this bitch is bugging. She's doing all of this shit for money. And Spirit is saying with the World card in the reverse that she's not accomplishing this goal. Unbelievable. All right. All right. So that's what somebody needs to know. That they doing voodoo for money. All right, they could be trying to siphon from your energy, trying to do some type of destiny swap because this is connected to you and that shit ain't working. Now, talk to me about your dad's older sister. What about your dad's older sister? I did say earlier something about an aunt, a mother figure, so this could be that. What about this older sister? Same shit, different day, and we got an emperor, but he's in the reverse. So this is a karmic masculine. Okay, it says here, this is their accomplice, their partner in crime. What is same shit, different day? What are they trying to do? Trying to copy your style to see if he falls for me. I'm going to put this back because it just fell out. But yeah, it says missed opportunity. Try not to miss an opportunity. Trying to copy your style. All right, this is your dad's older sister. What's going on with this lady? Look, boss daddy, all right? So she's dealing with some type of boss here, but he's a karmic masculine. This is her partner in crime, her accomplice. What are they doing? Yeah, look, more energy of a leader, some type of leadership here with this King of Wands. Okay, what is same shit, different day? Give me one more on that. Eight of Swords. Somebody's trapped in their mind, or they're about to get locked up because they got a message of concern. Eight of Swords could be trapped, imprisonment, getting locked up. It could be trapped in their mind. This person right here looks stressed out because they got some type of message of concern. Okay, so they did something. Let me get more cards. Let's see. All right. Talk to me about this message of concern, Holy Spirit. So her and her husband, or her baby daddy, whatever, that's her partner in crime. We got a celebrity here. Somebody could be a celebrity, or this is you who's a celebrity. And then we have here ritual. Ritual. You could be seeing angel number 444, which is talking about you being protected because you're turning your back on these people. Listen, they was doing a ritual. This could be the people connected to the offshore accounts, the bank, all this bullshit that they doing. All right, because look, this is somebody with this CEO, like, you know, they probably have a business. They probably got some type of money, but they get it through scheming and scamming. They got an offshore account. They're going to lose this court case. They're doing this ritual. Clarify this ritual. This could be what we was picking up on again with the justice spells. Yeah, I just saw the trap card. Like, for them not to get locked up. Or trying to do these rituals on you because you turn your back on these people. A King of Pentacles reverse. Okay, so this is right here, the masculine. He got money, but he's a karmic. King of Pentacles reverse. Surveillance. They're watching you. They're meeting up to do this ritual. All right, they're keeping their eyes on you. This could be with the karmic reader. We have divine masculine. So look, divine masculine, that's who they're doing this spell on you. All right, they're doing this spell on this divine masculine or feminine, take it how it resonates. But you turn your back on these people. And there's a couple here that is working together, trying to do this ritual to keep you stuck, basically. What is the goal with the ritual? To keep you stuck. Again, not go to testify. Yeah, despair. And we got the Empress in the reverse. So yeah, this karmic right here, the Empress reverse. This could be somebody's baby mama. All right, see here, she could be pregnant, or maybe you have a baby with her. She doesn't want you to move forward. She doesn't want you to press charges, if that's the one for the pressing charges. All right, because we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is taking action. So in the reverse, it's like, do not take action and do something. Do not go somewhere. Wow, look at this right here, judgment. You cannot make this up. They don't want you to go and testify. You see this the trumpet, the horn, whatever the fuck is, like, blow the horn. You know, like, they don't want you to speak. See what I'm saying? The swords is also communication. Taking action to communicate something. When it comes to judgment, they don't want you to do that. They're in despair. Okay? So that's why they're doing this voodoo on you. It's a couple that is connected here. All right? 3 of Wands. Yeah, they want to bring an ending to this whole court situation and you speaking. 3 of Wands is your ship's not coming in. You're not able to speak the truth and manifest justice. And death is like they want it to end. All right? That's why, again, they keep doing these death spells on you. All right, so let me pull some names. All right, if you see your name here, it's giving you confirmation to pay attention. Even if you don't see your name here, you take what resonates, leave what doesn't from this message. And the same thing with the karmics. If the karmic's name comes out, they're involved. If their name doesn't come out, it doesn't matter. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I do not have every single name in the world. Okay. All right. Let's see. Who's involved, Spirit? Who's involved? Okay, let's get it. All right, Abby, Liz, Sandra, Chev, Nikita, Joelle, Shelly, Spud, Billy, Jose, Farnaz, Isa, Ben, Jamie, Rhonda, Mark, Warnell, Peña, Chanel, Diana, Veronica, Estremera, Saldana, and Ray. Peyton, Alma, Celeste, Mona, Watkins, Clark, Vincent, Crosby, Dimitri, Brandon, Martha, Margaret, Glenn, Victoria, Elliot, Ruby, and Lambert. Oh, whoa, too many. Put this back and see what comes out. Iverson, Barbara, Eve, Evelyn, Lowell, Priscilla, Justice, Tanner, Davis, Rogan, Nessa, Elizabeth, Porter, DeAndre, Darius, Joe, and Lou. One more. Okay, let me see what fell. All right. Jamal, Rashad, Oscar, Kayla, Tina, Jake, Williams, Marie, Felice, Morgan, Anna, Lala, John, Moore, and Brooks. All right, so that's what I got here. Oh, I didn't see this one. Okay, one more. Matthew, Miller, Thomas, Gonzalez, Adam, Lisa, Alicia, Tori, Castillo, Friedman, Andres, Pedro, Rose, Henry, and Ellie. Okay, now we can end it. All right, y'all, that's what I got here. I hope I was able to bring clarity and confirmation to whoever needed to receive this message. Spiritual court is now adjourned. Peace.